Do you have a hole in your siding that you need to replace? We're going to get into it. This is a siding hole mid-wall. It's not easy at the bottom or at the left or at the top. It is right in the middle of the wall. I'm going to use a method that several viewers have suggested. They said use a donor piece if you can't find a color match or don't have a new piece laying around. If you go to the home improvement store and buy a whole new piece of siding, the color won't match. This siding has been faded and changing color tones for years. Shh, don't tell anyone. We're behind the garage. Nobody looks back here. You'll never see it. We'll find a new piece of siding that's not cracked as the donor piece and we'll swap their locations. This is a perfect idea. Okay, start on the left or the right to remove the damaged piece. Now you could use your bare fingers, but it is tough sometimes to get underneath there. You do have more leverage with these long-handled siding removal tools. This is one I've used before. Okay, the bottom's free. That's a 12-foot wide piece of siding. It's not cut, it's a full piece. These handy dandy siding tools are on Amazon. The link is in the video description. Yes, I make a few pennies every time you guys buy these. I'm not going to get rich quick, but I'll take it. Okay, with your damaged piece, you're going to locate the nails and remove them. These are roofing nails, so they have big wide heads on them. And this one, I'm actually going to come behind the piece of siding and loosely pry the nail that way. Okay, I have removed all of the nails. They're approximately 16 inches on center. And then your loose piece will just come right out. Okay, let's take the damaged piece over to the donor side and switch locations. Okay, this is our beautiful new donor piece. Does it look like a donor piece? We're going to take the good side to the side that's more visible, and we'll have the cracked siding where it's not visible and nobody can see it. What I did there, just popped all those roofing nails by hand, and now I think you may be surprised they'll just slide right off sideways. Okay, now we're back to the highly visible side of the house. We got our new donor piece. We're going to install that. It'll be perfect. Nobody will ever know there'll be a hole there. I could snap my fingers and do that instant change, but nah, don't do that. That's cheating. These are your siding hanger holes. Your roofing nail will go in the center of each one of those. The reason it's a slot is because siding expands and contracts and needs to move sideways. Lock it in underneath by pushing up and snapping it in. Okay, that should wash off. I notice on this piece on the other side of the house, it was underneath, but now it's over top. We have to get underneath there and nail it about every 16 inches. These are ordinary, everyday 1.5-inch roofing nails. These are all you need for hanging vinyl siding. One thing I love about siding projects is there's no fancy tools required. It's all pretty basic. Now, as you can see, I don't have 3 hands. So lifting this up, holding the nail and pounding it in can get a little frustrating. I also have learned over the decades, if you hold your roofing nail like this, it won't hurt if you miss and whack your finger. However, if you hold it like this and you miss, you will crack your fingernail. It would not be a good day. All right, I am cheating. My shooter is holding up the siding with his right hand because I want to demonstrate how to hold the nail this way, lock it into the center of your nailing flange. Don't go to the left, don't go to the right, try to keep it in the center. And don't go all the way. You need that little bit of flexibility. Remember here, we're always hanging siding. We're not nailing siding tight to the house. Otherwise, it would crimp up. The siding is overlapped for waterproof, but the nailing flange will have that gap for expansion. That's normal. Okay, the last motion to replace your siding piece is to lock in that lip. We installed it at the exact same height, so it should snap in. The motion is down and in. You will hear an audible cracking sound. That is the correct interlocking sound. Don't do this if it's too cold. The siding can snap, or if the siding is more than about 30 years old, it can get very brittle, so be careful. Now here with your siding removal tool, you can also use it as a locking tool as well. Look at this 2 motion. I'm going to pull down, lock it in the lip, pull down as I'm pushing in, and it will snap like a zipper. As long as you're pushing down at the same time, you won't be doing any damage. I like to check for loose spots. If it's not cracked in, it's not locked in. Another tip to see if it's locked in, you can just take your finger and kind of wiggle it. And if that piece comes out, it's not locked in. So you can do a quality check here on the end. Okay, full siding replacement piece mid-wall. You did it yourself. I knew you could. Hey, I'm friendly. If you have any home improvement questions at all, in the house, under the house, on top of the house, around the house. Let me know in the comments down below. I answer free questions about home improvement projects all day long. See you next week.